It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we've got the Panthers Offensive Player of the Year. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Panthers and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mills now. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
With his top speed, according to next-gen stats, and even 19 miles an hour.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds McCoy. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. The throw over the middle taken in, and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Payne throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level. 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. Carmichael. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. Come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Mills. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Mills. Out to the left there and complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defense.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw again on second down. Mills, a beautiful fake. And some room to work. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Throwing to start the drive. Payne. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking deep now for McCoy. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Derrick Henry with a touchdown run. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who are out in front. Austin Eckler with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clip, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Well, good job shifting right, finding his target. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Off the play fake. Payne. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
On first down, Carmichael able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Just what they need, a little trick from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. A little juke. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On third down, Carmichael. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now this one complete on the slant route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 43. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. First down, Payne. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of the lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. have some fun. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Mills on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Mills, fourth down. Gotta have it.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.